Hey, hold on. I shall suck at it. I shall suck at it. Alright. Dude, yeah, I had the Joker look going before. So I just changed my club. You'll see it in a second. I just changed my club to the 265. See in the upper right-hand corner where it shows the clubs like it's changing right now? So now I'm going to shoot 265. So I'm going to zoom out there again and see where that'll end up, which is no good. So I'm going to move it over some more. So check this out. So with this game, you'll see me. I'm about to put a little bit of fade on the ball to try to hook it around that corner here. Yeah, you are. Like 5 seconds there. See, I put the thing on. So now it's gonna curve. No, well, yeah, because I think there's a 5 second or a 10 second delay with YouTube, and we're live. So, all right. So I am going to give it a whack. And all I did was I pulled my arm back and pushed it forward like whoop, whoop. And since I pulled it back too slow, it didn't go far enough. You have to have a perfect. I'll show you on the next shot. See how it says backswing slow, downswing perfect? Both those have to be the exact right cadence. It's all about cadence. Let's try it again. See there I got a perfect, but I curled. See that little red circle which is about to come up? I curled outside the parameter. I moved my arm too far to the right as I was swinging. Let's try again. Probably because it's just probably because my capture quality is shitty. Oh, and they will boo you. They will boo you.
This one's about 7 feet away. And that one will
So
drop
see that circle? Now watch. When the circle comes across,
and looks like
here it comes.
see
Do you see that red circle? So I stroked that across my body by accident. See, that's so it went. So I was lucky to make that in there. So that's how that works. But I'm gonna show you a couple other things here.
And now we find ourselves at the 4th hole tee off.
So so this is the main menu. So you have play, training, and career. Those are the three things. So I'm gonna go to training real fast here. And the nice thing about this is you have a driving range, a chipping practice, and a putting practice. So it's nice. You can go out there on the driving range and just whack balls. Now I'm gonna give you my thing. I go whoomp, whoomp, just like that, nice and easy. I came across as I was too busy trying to focus on. But here we go. Ready? Whoomp, whoomp. Oh, just mute the YouTube channel. So the timing is whoomp, whoomp. Yep. No, I'm pulling back and pushing forward. And it's just a matter of, yeah, and so like you'll see here, like if I go too fast, he's just chilling. I've been trying to hit him. Now watch what happens when I go too fast. Do you see how I said very fast, very fast? Do you see how much it fucked the shot up? So now if I go perfect, nope, nope. You just gotta look at the after things and get the feel dialed in. It's a little bit, but it comes like there's a perfect, and it comes very comfortably after you get used to it. So maybe that's what it is, but I know that the cadence makes a difference. Like if I pull back really slowly and then push it forward normally, see, it's not going to go as far. See that? Because I had a very slow backswing. So it really comes down to that back, up, like that kind of shit. And then with irons, it's slightly different. With the putter, it's slightly different. So if I go down to an iron, yep, let's try this one again. But the feel is very intuitive. It's not so. It's not like you have to fine tune it perfectly. It gives you. There's a very big window which you can be right in. You know what I mean? You just gotta, and it's pretty intuitive. Likewise, Freeman. Oh, I'm just gonna go to constant transmission. Hold on a second. No, so that bar I was just showing you. Let me push it again so it comes up. So basically, no, there's no timer at all. So do you see that? Do you see how I'm moving that like line up and down? So, well, that's for loft and low loft, and then left to right is fade and draw. Yep, and see what I did there? And see, I fought that. I was playing a fade, but I hit it so poorly. You know what I mean? I have to reposition my chair. Let me try it again. Because I hit it so fucked up. I hit it so far to the left of the line. This next one right here, watch. This next one, see how my white line will stay down the middle of the swing? This swing right coming up after this ball here. Yeah, so to see how that... And also, I can change my shot types, so... I have a pitch, which a punch, which I just did. This is a punch right here. 9-iron punch. And this kind of runs along, right, like it's supposed to, right? Then I have a pitch. And see, the pitch is a nice little easy roller. So that pitch went 100 yards, just about right, for a 9-iron pitch. Yeah, so like if I chip, see, it only brings it back just a little bit. And on the chip, you push it forward much slower to get it perfect. Like, watch, here's a chip. See how it only comes back this little choke right there? I'll do another chip. That's nice and easy, you know? But so you see, the club only comes back like waist high. And I'm moving this back half as fast and forward half as fast as I did on my drive. So it's really a feel shot. Like, if I hit this too fast, it just doesn't do shit. See? It doesn't do shit. But if I hit nice and easy, Yeah, see, that was when I had C very fast, but now this one next to we watch right now, this one's nice and easy, and it just plops out there just beautifully. So there's a lot of feel, and like on these shots, I can move, I can pitch it way in the air, so it'll really have a lot of flop in it. Here we go. Yeah, so I also have a flop too I can do. This is a little bit misleading as I'm hitting down a hill. You know what I mean? So it's gonna bounce. Yeah, so I made it pop way up, right? And this is a low loft. This is like a little scooch I'm about to do here. Okay, so X and Z cycles back and forth between your clubs, and C changes your shop type. That's it. So right here, I'm pushing C over and over again after the shot finishes rolling out here. So here I'm going to start pushing C over and over again. And that's bringing me through all my shot types for my 9-iron. See that? That's what C's doing. And likewise, if I go over, so if I hit X, so I get over to a lob wedge, right? Here, it's coming over in a second. Here it comes. And you'll see how as I change the shot type, it changes where where the ball is in my stance, right? If you imagine that little cross thing over the right-hand side is how I'm looking down at the ball. So the more forward I put it in my stance, the more I'm going to get under it, right? And the more back I put it in my stance, the more it's going to keep. Yep, so I can change all these different shot types there, and then within that shot type, I can adjust by holding shift, yeah, and then I can fade it over here and really dial it in. That's what happens when I go like this. You see how far I hooked that out. When I pushed my mouse forward, I moved it to the left, right? And if I want to do this, I can move it to the right and really just zing it out. See how that's just completely negated my thing? But if I hit straight, and remember I have a fade on this ball. See that? But if I hit it nice and easy, and the thing is, it's just nice and easy, does it? You know what I mean? So on that little, here, I'll wait for it to come up. See, so if I move the line closer to that side, it's a fade. And if I move it over here, it's a draw, right? So and all I'm doing is using my up and down and my left right arrows to do it. I'm holding down shift. I'm saying, okay, I want this to be a high loft super draw, right? So I put it in the upper left-hand corner. And that's just going to ploop right over that way, right? Because don't forget, I'm chipping right now with whatever I'm using. So then if I change clubs, the nice thing about it is it automatically fixes it. See, I don't have to worry about, like if I get these settings all fucked up on the side, I can just go down one club and back to that club again, and it'll put it back to default. And you'll see up here, this club right here, this sandwich carries 55 yards. So the way I can shorten it is either by A, fucking with my backswing, which I think is high risk, or B, just putting some loft on it to pull some yards out of it, right? So this pitch is supposed to go 55 yards. I've put high loft on it. Let's see what it does. Hitting it perfect right down the middle. That's the care. Yeah, technically. So see what I did? I put high loft, and this one's going to land about 36. Because I took so much front out of it. You know what I mean? So now I'm going to make it default by Xing and Zing back to normal. See how it's back to normal? Oh, it'll come up in a second. So watch. See, so now I hit X, and I hit Z, and that resets it back to where it's supposed to be. Let's see if we can get 55 out of this pitch. See that? It lands. No, as soon as you finish your shot, it'll keep on the driving range. It'll keep it the same. But generally, whenever you finish a shot, it'll give you a new club for the next shot. So it automatically resets it. If you're not sure, just hit ZX to go down a club and then back up a club again. You know what I mean? The cycle, and that'll reset it. Yeah. So that's how that works. And I'm going to escape out of this so I can just show you basically how the rest of the interface works. But I'm going to quit this. And there's also chipping practice and there's putting practice. They're all great. Here's your lessons, which I really think you should take. But otherwise, look, I go to play. These are all my choices. Let's just go to the suggested courses, like the most popular right now. So I'm just hitting page down. You'll see in a second here. And there's just zillions of them. These are all 18-hole golf courses, dude. And there's 150,000 of them. Yep. And if you hover over any one, as you can see, that one says hardest, right? It's got soft greens. This one over here is hardest. It's firm greens. I can sort them by on my screen on the YouTube, right? Yeah. So you should see a bunch of different buttons right now on your screen. You see those on the YouTube? Close your window and just reopen it. I think you've just hung. So you can do it by by which ones are popular right now. And right now Yuma is super popular. It's very easy. I'm bringing it up right here. So there's a popular course, Yuma Desert Golf Club. It's got easy, it's a great one to start on. And so you just click on it, and then you can practice on it. You can hit a new round, or you can continue. Apparently I was butchering this thing before. Let's see how bad I was. So
hello there, how are you?
I right click
I'd like to welcome you
and
back
hold
to
to
your
move my
round
cursor
of
back and
for you
forth,
earlier.
or I hit A and
Let's go.
D to do it quickly, as you'll see in a second. See how I'm moving? I mean, these little feet are going back and forth. So once I think I'm aimed where I want to be, the next thing I would check is to see what my club is. And as you see right now, it's a 225, which I don't want. I want to go farther than that. So I'm going to hit X twice to get up to 265, which is my big driver. And then I'm going to hit it. And I'm going to check to see where that big driver will land, which I don't mind that, right? And I'm going to give it a whack. Back, front. I totally hooked it. I got to sit up straight, and it'll be over my mouse. But I got lucky. I got away with that one. Maybe not. Maybe not. It might roll in a little bit. And the cool thing is, watch this. This is kind of funny. What is it doing? It's showing my old character. I must have clicked replay by accident. That was my other guy. Oh, I see. I know what's happening. I am playing my old ghost. See right here? So I can turn that off, though, where I can just click this button, turn off turn order, and now we'll be going at the same time. So watch, this is kind of funny. I'm just going to hit this. I don't care where it goes. I can change cameras, including my golfer camera, and you can just watch him stand there and be disappointed. Oh, watch. See, I'm changing cameras. Now I'm just back on my golf camera. Sit there and watch him stare at the ball. And you'll see here as I'm about to putt, my other shots are coming back in from my other player, which is kind of distracting. So it's just nice and easy, and I'm just literally just pushing the ball along with my hand, and that's how it works, and it's super easy. Let me give you one more drive.
Let her rip.
I'm just gonna let her rip. I can get way further than that. X. Oops, I meant to hit C. So I want to go to my driver, and I want to change my shot to normal, and I'll put some loft on it. Shift up. I'll make sure that's going where I want it to go. So I'm just checking one last time to see if that's that. So that's where it'll land. So now I'm gonna give it a whack. Back, up. I had a slow backswing, so I took some off of it, but I had a nice downswing, so it didn't go too far side to side, right? And it got
And from here,
better than
we're
most.
right around 170 yards out.
So the other cool things about this is, I'm gonna quit this. What did I want to show? Oh, it was one other thing. Oh yeah, your profile. So in here, the equipment, we all get the same equipment, which is super nice. We basically have three levels of clubs. For your club set, you have standard, you have player, and you have tour. And what those do is, one is more forgiving, one is kind of in the middle, and one is for power. So tour is heavy power, but you don't get any forgiveness, right? Player is medium, and then standard is you don't get quite the power, but you get a lot more forgiving. And then everything else you're doing is purely to make it look nice. You know, it's purely, yeah. But so I can, I can buy different looking heads. All the clothing, all that kind of stuff. Basically, everything that you have when you start the game, you don't have to earn anything to play at your fullest potential. You know what I mean? You just get what you get. The other thing is, but you do earn in currency or in-game in currency. You see in the upper right-hand corner, 3375. That's money that I can spend either on how I look, right? So I can go into here and go into my appearance. Well, no, the equipment, I can make the equipment look pretty, but I can't, yeah. Yeah, and I can give myself, you know, you can get all kooky with it, give yourself some moles, or you can make yourself super withered, super old. We should have it all do the same. And then there's the last thing is there's all your stats and shit and replays that you saved. You can also design your own courses, by the way. You can build your own courses from scratch. You can make a new course and it'll go through a builder with you. No, I mean you're just saying, "Hey, I want this many." You'll see. It's pretty intuitive. It's very feel. There's just a lot of stuff, but you don't have to get into any of this shit, right? But it's a cool it's a cool game. And the last thing is online societies, which is kind of like the Anvil Golf Club. I've made an Anvil Estates over here, right? And I can make events and everything, which you'll see in a second. We can set up events for each other. Listen, that's the thing. We can take our earnings and we can upgrade our 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 facility. Yeah, we can. I don't remember. It is, but look, ready? I can go like this, and I can buy. You know what? We can buy any one of these. I kind of like and these are the only ones that we have access to. And then as we get yeah, so let's level up society. Your society does not have a bank. So I have to figure out. Oh, donate. Okay, here we go. Why? This currency is worthless otherwise. This is what it's made for. So you can donate to okay. Why can't I level up my society? I just gave away half my money. Where's my money? Where's my money? I want my money. I'm gonna try again. See if I can level up society. Confirm. Confirm. I said to come out and come back in. Level up society. I need more money. So let's see if that gives us a different clubhouse now, right? How did I do that again? Society statistics. Oh, it was here. It was here. It was here. So now, if we change clubhouse, do we have any new ones? Oh yes. Look at this. Look at this. So for 15,000 points, we can have this wonderful this yeah. So we can keep leveling up our clubhouse. We can build clubs. I mean, we can build courses around our clubhouse that only us can play. We can do all kinds of cool shit. So it's exactly. So all of us who earn can pay our earnings, like we pay half our earnings into the club, right? Or whatever. And then we can also, but you can also use those earnings, most importantly, to buy really tacky garb and make it really tacky. And you can look an absolute, you can just, you can go nuts. I mean, I can clothing, right? I can come into here and go, you know what? I want this shirt instead because it's groovy. Yeah, so like yeah, like I put this crow on me. You'll see. See, you won't see it. There it is. See the crow? And I can make myself look like a fucking Christmas elf here. Huh? How's that? Like a I'm the Christmas elf. Oh Jesus. Oh, check me out. I'm dope. So check it out. Ready? Watch this. Ready? Boop. It's coming up. Well, let me take off these sunglasses so you can really enjoy it. Hold on. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, you do it. The worst one. Oh, on. Here comes the worst one. Oh my goodness. That'd be great, dude. You go to a cop station, report a crime, or like, hold on, let me bring up my golf game here. All right, so I should give him this. That's why I put sunglasses. His eyes look so crossed, don't they? He has been... I'm gonna get this one. See, so all the money you earn in game just goes to this dumb shit, right? So it's perfect, right? How about this? How about this? You like my crow hat? There I am. There's my tacky hat. So you can do all kinds of... There's all kinds of shit you can fuck around with. There's also a whole... I did that. So you can fucking, there's a huge help glossary. There's, you can control all your audio, by the way, which is important. Is always under this is the main menu. It always comes up. It's under audio. I actually really like the commentating. I think it's great. I think he's hilariously funny. And I think he's also gives you good advice sometimes. He's this nice company when you're playing alone. When you're playing with other people sometimes, I do sometimes. I actually will thank him or disagree with, and sometimes he'll be like, "Oh, that's a great shot," and it'll take a fucked up bounce and go in the rough. He'll go, "What do I know? I'm just a computer." All right, man. But I'll tell you, Screaming, the whole point of this, which is so nice, is there's no matchmaking lobbies and shit. If I want to fucking play a game with you, I literally just go into, we just both go to the same course, Let's say we both went to Upland here. And then as soon as I said play, because you're on my friends list, it'll just announce on the bottom of the screen saying, hey, Drizzle's playing, do you want to play with them? And then you just say yes, and that's it. No, I want you to go through the tutorial, and I want you to go to the driving range, and I want you to get comfortable with your driving and with how, and just fuck around with all your wedges and shit. You know what I mean? Um, and then just get used to just get used to your distances, get used to switching between clubs, get used to all that kind of stuff, um, and then go to the chipping range and do the same thing, and it'll make it so much more enjoyable. Kevin didn't spend any time at all, and he gets super frustrated because when he fucks up, he doesn't know why it's fucked up, and that frustrates the hell out of him. And so I sit, and the thing is, I've had some where I'm like, why did it do that? And then I'll go, yeah, okay, you know. So it's just a matter of, yeah, I would just spend literally the first 4 or 5 hours of you playing this game should just be on the ranges, just to get used to do the tutorials so you understand the controls, which are pretty straightforward. Z and X toggle through your clubs, C toggles through your shot types, push and hold Q to zoom forward, and then you can right click and look around wherever you want to, you can fly wherever you want. That's it. So if you push and hold Q, it'll fly you up over, and then you can just while holding on Q, you can use your right mouse button and just right click and just drag around. It'll kind of move your camera around. You'll see. No, just first hit Q without doing anything. Did it fly you forward? Oh yeah. So when you push and hold Q, it'll fly you forward. And then when you want to stop, just let go of Q, and then you can just right click and look around. Yeah. Well, it'll kind of fly you forward at like a 45-degree angle, and then it'll kind of plateau off at like 50 feet. If you're on the green, it'll plateau off at like 5 feet or something like that, so you have a good look at the lie. Yeah, and you can totally poke around. Also, at the beginning of every hole, there'll be a flyover cam to show you exactly how the hole's lined up. And this is the best thing about this game, which Kevin hates and I love. Your caddy, the club that is in your hand at the start of every shot, they had to give you something. Just completely ignore it. Sometimes it's right. You know what I mean? Because here's why. Let's say you're looking at a dog leg, which is like, it goes 150 yards and it dog legs off to the right. You could easily clear that dog leg, right? But it's going to go, nah. If you hit it straight from this angle, so it'll put a fucking 7-iron in your hands. So you got to say, no, I want to drive, and you got to move, use either your A and your D, which are, just either use your ailerons to move back and forth. It'll give you the simplest, but it won't necessarily be a good shot, right? Like if you have a dog leg and like if you have like a 50-yard dog leg in front of you and the vast majority of your drive's over to the right, it'll give you a fucking lob wedge. Off the fucking tee. So it's just but the nice thing about this, dude, is you have that driving range, right? And you can just pump balls down. And the best thing about it, you lose the ball now, no big deal. Doesn't hurt me at all. You have $17 sitting there in credits right now that you put in there just because you wanted to play a game. That's silly. And trust me, I mean, I did the same thing, but I was like, enough. Unless you're happy just duffing, right?